Camera. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so we're all
Awesome.
set here. Go ahead and get started right here. Hit the record
Alrighty.
button on this end in 3, 2, 1. We make it happen inside of Move the Crowd.
Yeah.
Get closer to your speakers. It's time for the radio show, Move the Crowd.
And we inside of Move the Crowd right about now is what we do. We do ever so well around here is take someone off stage and bring them backstage so we can get to know more on an intimate level. And joining us right now, we have a young lady. She's been doing her thing in the film industry a long time. In fact, she comes from a rich history of people and her family that made very big, huge contributions in the world of film and entertainment. Now, y'all, we got Latanya Potts here. Latanya, did I say your name right?
Latanya. Yes.
Latanya Potts. How you doing tonight?
Yes. Thank you for having me, and it's awesome to be able to be on your show on this auspicious day, as we know. So thank you for having me.
Oh, not a problem. This is an auspicious day. This is MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day here and all over the country here. So before we talk about Sidney Poitier, what his influence is on you, because he was around during that time that MLK was around. Let's start with Martin Luther King. What was his influence on you?
You know, Martin Luther King, he's known for turning the other cheek. Mm-hmm. His kind and gentle character. It takes you far. As they say, move slow and pace it, and you will get to your destiny.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I agree with that. All right, let's go to your family now. You come from a rich history of people that have made contributions in the film industry. Can you tell us about the rich history of your family and your background?
Oh, yes. Okay, so we all know I'm fourth generation in the film industry. Mm-hmm. My family entered the industry in the late 1920s, mm-hmm. and they were in radio before there was like the television era. Mm-hmm. And so they did the entertainment and contributions on that level as children actors. Mm-hmm. And they have graced the camera with a lot of our original King Kongs, Tarzans, a lot of MGM properties. And they also worked with Shirley Temple, Bojangles, Hattie McDaniels, Larry Barrymore. They mm-hmm. worked with some of the greats in Hollywood as young children, and it's just awesome to be able to stand on their shoulders and do my little minor contribution in this time. Is nothing like it was back then. So I'm happy to be a part of a family that pioneered and championed through the 20s and 30s, and I'm here to continue on the legacy.
Yeah, excellent. I'm sure you're doing a very good job at it. Now, speaking of which, you did say that you weren't around during that time. Well, what time you're around? What's the time you're in now in your particular time? Being in this industry and being a woman trying to make it in this industry, how was that journey for you?
It is in any field of, this is a competitive industry. So being a woman and competing, for jobs that they really think that we should just be sitting at home, that's kind of like what was my attunement at the time. However, that wasn't an option for me. So of course, I moved slow and I methodically achieved success at the level I have today just by, going against the grain.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good, very good. Now you have a project, I assume, that you're working on right now. So tell us about the current projects that you're working on at this current moment.
Oh, good. Okay, I got two projects. So there's a series, Nat Turner. It's a Nat Turner series that Bill Duke will be directing, and it's that's going to be very, very interesting because it just is always a different way of telling our history in film, and I'm happy to be a part of that. I also am producing a show called The Wedding Angels, where we kind of ambush people about to get married and try to just give them a little different vision than they probably thought that they could achieve on that special day.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Now are both of those projects out now, or are those something that's going to be coming out soon? Where can we see those?
They're both in pre-production, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
When you get there, you're on your way.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you get in pre-production, for sure. Now you have Exactly. Now you have a casting company also. A lot of people that we get on the show don't really talk about that end of it. Can you tell us about your casting company and what that's all about?
Casting. Okay, so yeah, so I'm a independent casting director, and that's where I achieved, many of my years in the industry in that area of the entertainment industry, casting, film, television, commercials. What we do is we actually bring the words to life. So if there's a script, we bring that to life. We find people that could even if the producers or directors don't feel that they may have someone else in mind, but that person may not work with everyone else. So it's our job to be the medium and try to find the best opportunities that would make for the whole project work well. And we always think of longevity. We also think of spin-offs, like, okay, you think of Moesha back in the day, it was the Parker. So you took a couple of the characters and then we spend it to something else. And that's what working with the studio and networks kind of allow us to continue one project to the next.
Have you, like, so I'm sure there have been many times people have come in and auditioned for one part and you realize they were better suited for another part or another movie that's coming up in the future. Have you ever had a pool of people that you've developed from that?
Oh, yes. Couple people. So, well, wow, let me think without putting people on the spot. Okay, yeah. Alexandra Shipp is one of our young actresses that she came in for a project with Jeff Franklin and I. We were trying to do in a nutshell, the urban version of Full House. And so we were looking for different kids to develop and try this again and place it on a family-friendly network as we thought we could be. And Alex is one of the young ladies that came in. She's from Arizona. And I saw a lot more in her than just that project. And like some things don't make it. If it makes it to a pilot, it may not continue. But I knew she could do it, and she's doing us justice right now. Are you familiar with her? No,
I'm not familiar with her, actually. What show is she on now?
Okay. Well, she did Aaliyah.
Did Aaliyah? Okay.
Played Aaliyah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Played, Straight Outta Compton.
Okay.
She was Kimberly, Ice Cube's wife.
Okay.
And she replaced Holly Berry in X-Men. So she has a very colorful background. And in terms of how she's matriculated in this industry, I'm very, very proud of her. Oh, very good. Very good. Yeah, I like that. Now, if someone listening is out there, they want to, maybe perhaps be, get casted. Is there like a website that someone that may go to in case they want to go ahead and be, considered for one of your future projects? I found out I'm not hard to find. Okay. I found my number is on the internet, not by choice, but it's there. And, my email has been the same since I've been in the industry. It's simple. It's LaTanya Potts. Okay. .com. That's how you can find me. I mean, that's my website, but you can find me there. But in terms of projects, of course, like anything, we try to keep it above ground and we do things according to the union rules and regulations. So most of the time I put a breakdown out. If I'm looking for something, if I'm desperate and I can't find what I'm looking for, I might knock on your door and be like, yo, I need to put this out to the public. Exactly. Please help me. Give me that platform. I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. I'm looking for 5 pair twins in this age range. Help me. Help us get this done. And so if we need something, we'll do a major broadcast on network if we have to. But for the most part, the actors have a whole community. And if you're interested, you should be in that Actors Access pool, and if you don't have representation, we still look at you independently. If we can't find what we're looking for, of course, everything's on a time crunch. So we will deal with agents and managers, and we do encourage you to have that because that's where our real relationships lie. Absolutely. You got to have that representation that represents you in this industry, no matter if it's music, film, or anything. You got to have that representation. Exactly. Now, one of the things that am known for is always pulling people from other areas. So I'm always looking for that triple threat, you know, or crossover artist or something like that. I'm always looking to see how we could develop, you know, someone and just show them another stream, another platform, you know, maybe like a sports player. Like I might be the one that said, you know, let's run a campaign with this guy. He may have never thought that was something he could do because, you know, his goal is to train and to do the sport.
Right.
However, you know, I might be like, okay, I got a new product. This is a great person. It's a great match. You know, let's see how we can do, you know, a campaign with this guy for the next couple of years. It helps him, it helps his family, and or it helps the product.
Absolutely. Like, let's say if you got a, let's say radio DJ, like, oh, I don't know, me, that might be looking for something to be a part of something. You know, you might want to look in my direction as well. So yeah, I'm open. Always open. See, I'm always
absolutely. And don't think I won't call you because I will put you on the spot. I sure will. I am that person that be like, yo, what you think about this? How much time can you dedicate to this? You know, I'm definitely that person.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, you know, I'll throw my name in the hat or something.
You know what? You know what? You better not be joking with me now because I'm going to have to come back on the show and let the listeners know if we don't get past that.
Okay. Hey, no, I'll throw it out there. Hey, if it's something I can do, hey, I'll do it. I'm open. I'm always open.
Okay, I'm putting you on my note. I'm putting you to the side.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
For now, I know what you can do. So I know that you can host.
Right.
I know that wholeheartedly.
Okay. Well, yeah, and, definitely. I can host.
If something comes up that requires a host.
Yeah,
you get a call.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. I'll look out for you with that.
Thank you so much. That'll be great.
Definitely, man. We got LaTanya Potts right here. She's here right now, and we're just wrapping up an interview with her inside the Move the Crowd here on the radio show. Dundee making it happen for you here on the radio show. Again, the radio show's coming up a little later with Britt 11 next to Human Chandelier and MD as we make it happen tonight here on the radio show in about 4 more hours from now. Okay, so LaTanya, one more thing for you. I got Sidney Poitier. We did lose Sidney Poitier recently. I want to know his effects on your life and his contribution that he made to you and how did he influence you to continue to do what you do in this industry?
Man, it's not enough words to say how powerful, first and foremost, this gentleman was, and so how kind he was to me when I met him, because of course someone of that stature and me coming into the industry in the late 90s and meeting him and Oprah on the same set at the same time, I'm like, damn. Yeah. I made myself, you know, I'm in the right place at the right time. However, were they approachable? Were they not? Did I think it was going to happen? It was a total opposite of what I thought. And working on David and Lisa with Sidney at that time, that's what I needed. I needed that in order to be where I am today because I saw it firsthand. I understood from the man himself discussing how he wanted to see people of color that could move behind the scenes, not just in front of the camera. You know, there's a whole world of entertainment that's, you know, very prominent behind the scenes. And he wanted to make sure that he stipulated that in his contract. And that, you know, that came from his mouth to my ears. And I said, wow, what a way to forge a legacy, you know, for a culture. And then to add, you know, he's not even from the U.S., but he's making sure that he, you know, open up the doors for people like myself and people like yourself as well. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. So, you know, being there and having those conversations with him, at one point I was on my way out of the industry and he actually said some things to me that, and he worked on me because, you know, I'm pretty adamant, you know, like if I say no, no mean no, you know, and he worked on me and he softened that no to maybe an N, you know, and then it was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to try it one more time. Right. So he, you know, and, you know, he made it to where, you know, even today, like, you know, I had another favor with him that I, you know, never reached out for because he gave me that incentive. If you stay in the industry, I will work for you.
So he
And now every time I seen him, I said, I ain't had nothing worthy of your contributions. Just keep being great. If I get something, I'm gonna call you. But as of now, I'm still this little stuff I'm doing. Nah. And I would always joke with him because it was bigger than that for me. It was, I can't take back the conversations and the kindness and just, that extra, because he didn't have to, he didn't have to kind of lean on me to really, change my mind.
Right. I understand.
But just him and what I got from him is just kindness. Everybody say kindness kills, but but when you really see it and it don't change you,
right,
and you move and you wake up with that, going into an industry like our industry could be an industry of chaos. 500 people working on the set. I mean, where the order at?
Yeah, exactly. It's not much order.
I'm just being honest with you. So you have to find your personal, private time and your private self in this public domain, and then get into whatever you need to do and do it expeditiously. Because hey, time is money. Time is the production's money. 5 minutes could cost them $50,000.
Right.
So understanding how pivotal each person's position was and how to do it so effortlessly, I just, I took that with me, and it takes me to where I am today, to where I'm producing multiple projects and looking to continue to keep people and educate people around me. At one point, I was working with the Boys and Girls Club over in Watts, California, and teaching acting, at the charter schools and so forth, like I gave, and I continue to give in the inner city, but also just all over the U.S.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I think that's what I take, and I walk with sharing the knowledge that we have and opening up the doors in areas, because we would never know, and it's not about the money, but how much money is in this industry. One commercial could pay for your child's college.
Exactly. If done correctly.
That's
and
one day of
solid.
work. Like, come on now, what we doing?
Exactly. Well, hey,
Yeah.
exactly. What are we doing? We all need to be a part of this industry. That's why it's nothing like the entertainment industry at all. Nothing like it.
I know. And here's the thing, Dundee, this is the thing. It's like people just being yourself, knowing who you are, right? I know in Watts, I was telling the guys, I'm like, look, those tattoos and that gang banging, that actually, there's shows that need that.
Yeah, well,
how authentic could you be? Now, I need you to do this, that, and the other, but you could make a career out of that, because hey, you surviving in South Central.
Right. Well,
so if you can survive.
Right. Then you can survive doing that. But see, the thing is, like a lot of those guys out there that you've mentioned, they when it comes to sports and everything, a lot of them are uncoachable. So even though you have the look, you can make it in the industry, but you got to be coachable. The director got to tell you where to stand. If you take the stand here and look left, you got to stand there and look left. You know what I'm saying? Not doing what you want to do because you're not used to someone telling you what to do. So you have to be coachable despite having the look. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that needs to be out there when it comes to, putting it out there like that.
You're right, and when I put it out there, because with anything, if you're good at something,
right?
Hey, you already halfway there. Now you got to just do is listen, and it's not too hard to listen.
Very good.
And even when when I see something, I mean, real talk. Once you get that check,
oh yeah,
your mind get right real fast.
Oh yes, sir, Miss Daisy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once you get that check,
your mind, now you perfect your craft. Like, if I'm getting this, well, hell, and I'm getting this how many times? Oh, every time this air I get this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a whole different world out there.
Oh, you straighten up then. Oh, yeah. You straighten up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because now you're taking it serious. So if I could just get you to get there, if that's what it takes for you to see, because I think it's with anything, it's traveling. I traveled abroad. It took for me to see with my own eyes, not what I read, not what I saw on CNN, but what I saw with my own eyes, which allowed me to continue to travel.
Right. I get
Yeah,
it.
and want to know more and want to learn. And then it became like, okay, every time I go to this country, I got to make sure I make it to, of course, their film, all the stuff about film and television, of course, whether I had a translator or not, but then also on what keeps this culture so well, like what's their secret? You get what I mean?
Right.
So like I was then like I was out there farming and shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
out there like, okay, this is a little plant to keep y'all from living to 100 and what? Okay, how can I get some of this back home? You know?
Right.
And that started making my trips. It wasn't about, you know, just traveling, going to the landmarks. It was more so about just really taking something from there and bringing it back home. And that, you know, to me is what Mr. Portier did. His home upbringing in the islands brought him here to the U.S. to show us how to stand for something, and we don't have to raise, you know, we don't have to buck. It's just, it is what it is. Right. I'm not doing it. No, thank you.
Exactly. Well, rest in peace, Sidney Poitier. You know, your legacy continues on with actually the both of us here. So we're gonna go.
Yes.
Exactly. On that note, Latanya, we gotta go. I gotta get ready for the next guest coming on the next few minutes here. So tell everybody where to follow you and find you real quick here.
Find me at Latanya Potts on Twitter, LATANYA POTTS. Miss Air on IG, Latanya Potts on Facebook, and one more place. And tune in to the Wedding Angels, and it's at the weddingangels.com. Look forward to that show. That's going to be a hit, and it's going to be a blast. Thank you for having me. Peace.
Yeah, thank you for joining me as well. Peace to you also. And again, you know what to like, you know what to follow her, and make sure you support her projects that she got out as well. I'm sure there's more information on her social media as well as on her website about those projects. If you are listening right now are curious to know about that. All right, Latanya, thank you for joining me. Okay, happy MLK Day. We'll talk to you down the road. Okay.
Bye
bye now. That's right. Yeah, Latanya Potts right there joining us here on the radio show, and we're making it happen right now. Pop-up interview style with Latanya Potts. And then we also have an artist by the name of Kimbaya Taz from the UK. She's going to be joining me in just a few moments here. Shout out to folks checking me out on IG. Who we got here? Britta Levinex, the Human Chandelier. Hey, she might be on. She should be on tonight with us. All right, so I had to do the interview right now because the artist is from the UK. So I had to get him in because it's a time difference in the UK. But we'll talk about that tonight, and we're gonna have some fun. Brenda Levinex, the Human Chandelier, is on IG, as well as MD. We're making it happen with the radio show coming up in about 4 hours from now. But we got another pop-up interview with an artist by the name of Kimbaya Taziz. I hope I pronounced it right. Kimbaya Taziz. I hope I pronounced that right. Again, she's from the UK. She'll be joining me in just a few moments as well. And what's in it for you, which is good for you also tonight, we do have some music reviews that we'll get to as well before the radio show, and maybe even after the radio show as well. So if you're an artist and you want to get your music on the show, please feel free to send that music to me. We're going to get ready for our guest coming up in just a few moments, all the way from the UK, the radio show. Why don't you